Yo, we got another Twilight Zone review Sunday, June 19th. It's the 19th, right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Or is it the 20th?
No, it's the 19th.
Okay, I believe you.
Right? I'm pretty sure. We've recorded a we usually post these on the Gene Everett account just because there's not a lot of followers on the Gene and Ashley account, but we did do a bonus episode yesterday. The episode back there, as well as posting a penny for your thoughts. And we figured, you know what? We were in the mood to watch, and I figured let's do a real classic, one that I thought would get a high score. So we're bringing you another Twilight Zone review to make up for not posting as many last week. This is The Shelter, a season 3 episode. Here's Ashley with the episode info.
The Shelter originally aired The Shelter originally aired 9/29/61, written by Rod Serling, producer Buck Houghton Houghton, director Lamont Johnson. Cast: Dr. Stockton, Larry Gates, Jerry Harlow, Jack Albertson, Marty Weiss, Joseph Bernard, Henderson, Sandy Kenyon, Mann, John McLiam, Grace Stockton, Peggy Stewart, Paul Stockton, Michael Burns.
And I would say the lead was also in Invasion of the Body Snatchers. He was the psychiatrist.
Yes.
And is that other character Grandpa Joe from Charlie from Wally? Whatchamacallit?
Willy Wonka. Yeah,
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, it is Grandpa Joe. Yeah, I've got a golden ticket.
And another character is one of the pilots in another Twilight Zone or two.
He's in one of the
Odyssey of Flight 33.
Yeah, he's like the navigator. He's the Magellan.
And I think there's a couple others.
I think you're right. Yeah.
This episode is interesting because I've always heard it said that there's 6 episodes that like don't have like a supernatural twist, that can actually happen. And it's like the pain. It's almost scarier because it really could happen, especially for the time. Well, first of all, let's start with our ratings. I'm giving it a 9.5.
Shut up. That's what I was going to give it. You freaking mind reader.
I swear we don't talk about it, guys. We're not joking.
That's literally what I was
In fact, just to be like rebellious, I would try to have a different score. 9.5, you're really giving it? 9.5 is all around. I've heard this episode compared to whatchamacallit? The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street.
Yeah.
Because of the panic. It's a panic. It's people on a street that are panicking.
A mob.
In this case, it goes, and we're going to do a clip mix below to kind of tell you a little bit of the story. We're not going to give any clips that give the ending away, but just to kind of show you a build up of what's going on. There's some, a special alert comes on from the government saying, get to your bomb shelters or basements. There's unidentified, objects, and it's led to believe that the nuclear bomb's coming. And everybody panics, and it just shows you this neighborhood that started out at a birthday party. Mm-hmm. Everyone's calm, having a good time, and then you just see the escalation of the panic. And this one family has a bomb shelter. Nobody else does. And in the beginning, they're kind of joking with him.
Making fun of him.
They're making fun of him, yeah. Like, oh, you spent all your time. Oh, we had to deal with all the cement trucks and all the noise overnight when you were spending your extra time making your bomb shelter. Fast forward, they're all panicking, threatening to break down the door, which would screw everybody. It makes no sense. But they're just, they have their kids, and then they start fighting with each other. What are your thoughts? Why'd you give this a 9.5?
I gave this a 9.5. Well, every time I watch this episode, which I've seen it a few times, but not like as many times as Gene, but I have like a visceral reaction. Like I get angry and upset every single time, even though I know exactly what's going to happen. So I think that you having like an emotional reaction to something automatically makes it like more poignant, because it really like sucks you in every single time.
I feel the same way every time we watch Back There and he can't save Abraham Lincoln.
Shut up.
No, I think that's why we gave it a 6 and 7. Again, bonus episode posted on the other account yesterday. Check it out. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say the reason I didn't give it a 10, I took 5 points or 0.5 points off because the wife, the main character's wife, her makeup is so bad. Her face does not match her chest at all.
But it's not like science fiction. Maybe she's just really bad at makeup. You're saying it's like
it's distracting.
Oh,
that's how bad it is.
I never noticed it.
It looks like she has a mask on.
Okay, well, I didn't notice that. All right. I don't think we need to give like a total point-by-point breakdown of this one. But it's just, that's the thing that's freaky, is there's no supernatural element. Yeah. Like, this could just happen.
You literally just see, like, humanity devolve right before your very eyes and turn into this, like, screaming mob of panicked, like, monkeys, basically. It's great.
And, you know, I would draw a parallel to today. You know, lately maybe there's some talk of nuclear war. But, you know, generally speaking, after the Cold War ended in, you know, the 90s, 2000s, there was a little less, you know, a little less of a threat, a little bit less of a topic. But in terms of, you know, preparedness, you know, this is something the silver gold stacker community here on Hive can relate to. You know, You're preparing, you're buying gold and silver or whatever you think is, you know, going to hedge against a dollar collapse. And, you know, most of society is not getting prepared. Yeah. You know, you're buying emergency food and doing whatever you got to do. You know, it just shows, you know, when the crowds go chaotic, a lot of that can go out the window, and you need a real plan to protect against that. Yeah, but check out the clips below. I think that tells a better story than us just breaking down every scene like we sometimes do. We did not film the ending. I think you should watch this episode. Yeah. But for anybody that wants to have it spoiled, watch the clips below, pause this, and come right back, and we'll tell you the end. But I suggest that you go watch and you jump off right now. Jump off of the video, not where you are. So have a great day, everybody. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! This is Robbie the Robot. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
He sounds like him.
Yeah, right. Do you want to tell what happens at the... So, you know, go watch the video below for the preview. So, not long after they do successfully ram down the door. Yeah. And almost immediately...
Literally as they're popping through the door.
You know, the emergency, you know, system comes on the radio and breaks in and says, "Emergency over. The president has announced these were weather satellites." Yeah. Weather satellites. And everyone looks relieved. You have, like, you know, the 5 families there. Everyone's hugging. And then you see everyone's face change and realize, you know, they went nuts. And, you know, you just see the main character just say, "We might have averted nuclear disaster." You know, I'm not giving word for word what he said, but along the lines of, you know, "We've averted this disaster, but we destroyed ourselves. We destroyed ourselves." How would you put it?
Yeah, definitely. Like, he questions, you have to, like, question your actual relationship with these people afterwards, because they got nasty. Not even, like, physically nasty, but, like, personal. They got racist. They got evil. And so it's like, do you really think this about me, or were you just saying that because you were in a panic?
And they physically destroyed his bomb shelter door. Home. They go upstairs. All the tables are flipped over from when they brought in the battering ram, which they made out of pipes.
Basically, they say, "Oh, we can make it up. We can throw a party and raise money.
And raise money. We'll pay for everything." He's like, "Damages? I don't think you can pay for the damages that have been done."
So you have to assume they float apart from each other after this, because how can you recover from something like this?
Well, I'm not too worried about that. I kind of just leave it where it was.
I know, but I'm just saying. That's what it
just don't move to Maple Street.
I know, right?
Imagine that luck. But 9.5, which definitely puts this, I'm going to guess, based on, you know, a score of a 9.5, this is definitely going to end up being in our top 10 when we're done with the 156 episode run. Because I think this, you know, we've given out some 10s. It's a Good Life, Obsolete Man, we both gave 10s to. and we've given out some 9s, but this is probably on average in the top 5 so far. It has to be.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Score wise, it is. I'm
Okay,
telling.
I believe you.
So I'm guessing it'll be in the top 10, the top 12 by the time we're done with the whole series. So definitely a classic. Check it out. And we're going to do another one of these. And yeah, love you guys. Later.